statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. The profanity before going on air, it's outrageous. My goodness.
Just one show. Can you not throw ourselves under the bus?
Good thing there's an FCC, Federal Communications Commission. We'd be booted off the air.
And we used to be such a wholesome show, and then Josh.
I know.
Hey.
We degenerated into wholesomeness. That's how bad we were. Welcome to the show. It's great to be with you. And a couple of guests today. Sarah Newmark, she's been on my show before. She's with New Chapter. She has an interesting job. And she's perfect for what I'm going to report on today, too. You'll see. She's Director of Sustainability at New Chapter. I gave a talk this past weekend at a vendor conference, and I was talking about health talk radio in the 21st century. And I made the argument that one of the things that health talk radio needs to do is become more environmental. And what I meant by that was it needs to talk about such issues as food scarcity, climate change, and the like, right? Well, climate change is in the news. And not only does health talk radio need to become more sensitive and focused on those kinds of issues because it has an impact on health, wellness, and well-being, not only of the planet, but of human beings who are living on this planet. We don't own it. We're just organisms occupying some turf.
Crew members.
Whatever.
Spaceship Earth.
Whatever. We think we own it. The way we act, the way we treat it. You wouldn't do to your yard what we're doing to the planet. You wouldn't turn a body of water around your neighborhood into a sewer. You wouldn't dump your garbage in there. You wouldn't dump the garbage on the lawn. Why are we doing it to the planet? Away from, where we live. You get my point. So we'll see. And these, in the natural products industry, I also suggested in my talk, in these supplement companies and all kinds of different companies in the natural products industry need to become more sensitive and exercise some social responsibility. We'll see what Sarah has to say about that. That's right in her wheelhouse. Perfect topic for her. And then my guest in the second portion of the show will be Neil Levin. You want to be happy? You want to feel good? You want to have a nice mood? People ask me about that all the time. Can I just get into or can I get my whoever, wife, husband, children, boyfriend, girlfriend, can I get them into a better mood? You got something for that? I don't know. We'll see. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Now, in Flint, Michigan, we've had a horrible disaster. We're all aware of it. We've been tracking it in the news. And boy, it has just been a tragedy that just keeps unfolding. And what happened to those poor people in Flint, Michigan, the children and their parents, and they're still without water. good water. They're still having to drink out of bottles and whatnot. It's crazy. Well, Michigan is back in the news. And the University of Michigan, there's a study that's trending today. It's perfect for the theme of, what we're doing to this planet and climate change. Changing climate conditions, including warmer temperatures and an increased frequency of heavy rainstorms, they said in the press release, represent, quote, an emerging threat to public health in Michigan, close quote. That statement is based on a new report from the university researchers and state health officials, University of Michigan. You should go to their website. The report's entitled Michigan Climate and Health Profile Report 2015, Building Resilience Against Climate Effects on Michigan's Health, close quote. That was released yesterday. And they say, based on current climate trends in Michigan and projections for the next few decades, the researchers in the report, the authors, identified 5 health topics that are of concern for Michigan residents. I dare say they should be of concern to a resident. I don't care if you're living in Paducah. You don't even know where Paducah is, do you?
I've got zero idea.
So do I.
I knew you were baiting me into something there.
They talk about respiratory diseases. Projected conditions favored increased air pollution and worsening respiratory disease, they said. An earlier and longer growing season for plants increases pollen levels. Those of you who suffer from allergies know that already. You don't need me to report on it. Which in turn exacerbate allergies and asthma, they said. Heat-related illnesses, heat waves featuring high temperatures. We're experiencing that all the time here in Florida. High humidity and stagnant air masses could become, they said, more common and may lead to increased levels of health-related illness and death. Waterborne diseases because of climate change. And I'm reporting now and quoting from the release. Across the upper Midwest, they said, extreme precipitation events have become more intense and more frequent over the past century. In coming decades, intense precipitation events and flooding are projected to stay the same or increase. Runoff, and this is where it really gets bad, from sewerage and septic tank systems will remain a problem, potentially increasing the risk of waterborne diseases and, in some cases, harmful algae blooms. Close quote. You getting a picture here? Vector-borne diseases. Projections point to warmer winters, earlier springs, and warmer summers. Conditions suitable for what? The beach? No. Mosquito-borne diseases. West Nile virus, tick-carried diseases like such as Lyme disease, carbon monoxide poisoning, and weather-related injuries associated with climate change. Weather-related power outages are likely to increase, especially in the winter. This is just relative to Michigan, leading to increased use of generators and related cases of carbon monoxide poisoning. I could go on. You get the point. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, too many, this is a problem in the abstract. This is a problem in the abstract. The people that are living in Michigan, this is not an abstraction. I have another piece of bad news for you. You want to know what the weakest argument to make to convince people about climate change? You want to know what it is? What I just did to report the effects. Do you know what's more powerful and what causes people not to believe in climate change? Politics. That's not my opinion. That's according to a study out of Michigan State University. You don't have that one. out of Michigan State University. Politics, not severe weather, drive global warming views was the headline. It's not the actual effects that people are experiencing or that we report on that tell them, that cause them to believe that climate change is real. That's unbelievable. But it's true. They're more influenced by the politics. I'm sorry. I believe climate change is real. The data are so overwhelming. My God, it's like you being hit in the head with a ball-peen hammer. It hurts. Come back, we'll talk to Sarah, we'll talk to David in St. Pete. Something about negative ions. Ooh.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. 877-897-8255. I'll take David's call at the top of the hour into the second portion of the show. I want to give him more time because Sarah's only on in the first portion. Sarah Newmark is who I'm referring to. She's Director of Sustainability at New Chapter. They're up in Brattleboro, Vermont. You know, up there in the Northeast. And Sarah's been on my show before. Sarah, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. It's great to have you on today.
Thanks so much for having me. Good to be back.
Good to have you here. So I know you were holding, and you probably, unless you were doing something else, you were probably listening to what could be. You were listening to my report on those, on a climate change report coming out of University of Michigan, and then my comment about, unfortunately, it's not the reporting on the effects of climate change that persuades people to start to do something about it or to even believe that it exists, but it's more politics. Imagine that. You have any comment or observations about what I said? You may even you can disagree with me too, by the way.
No, I don't disagree, and it's disheartening. I mean, we can't wait until we feel the effects. I mean, unfortunately, that is what's happening, but we need to be proactive. We need to start changing habits and focusing on this now, and to wait until politics catches up with us or the effects of climate change become much more real in our everyday life is too late. And so to your earlier point, we as an industry, as a community, need to start talking about this now. It's on us to make a change, and it's the right thing to do to bring this up and to focus on it.
Yeah. Previously, health talk shows in the 20th century, not so much about climate change, environmental issues, food scarcity. Now, radio, in my view, health talk radio in the 21st century needs to talk about it because it's having such a direct and profound impact, not only on the health of the planet, but all organisms, plants and animals on this planet, microscopic, macroscopic, and everything in between. So I feel a tremendous sense of responsibility to include it into the repertoire of themes on this show. You work for a very big company, right? Explain to the listeners for whom you work and how it's connected to. Go ahead, I'll let you do that.
So I work for New Chapter. We're a vitamin and herbal supplement company, and like you said, we're located up in the Northeast. We're in New England and Vermont, in the southern part of Vermont. And we have been in business for over 35 years, delivering the wisdom of nature to our consumers. We have a very large part of the workforce here in our small town in Vermont, and we're really proud that we've been here and supporting this community for so long. And we are part of a much larger company.
Which company is that? I didn't know.
Yeah, we were acquired. We're a wholly owned subsidiary of Procter & Gamble, and that happened about 4 years ago. But, like I said, we're still here in Vermont and employing people here in this community and committed and dedicated to this part of the country.
Procter & Gamble, P&G, is a global company, clearly, and has a big impact on consumers and all the products and services they provide, the products they provide. I mean, it's a giant company, no doubt about it. Let me ask you, it's interesting. You're coming on to the show. You're not here to talk about supplements and the like. You're here to talk about the company's mission, its commitment to sustainability, its corporate values, its sense of corporate social responsibility. That's interesting. I respect that because this does relate to health. It's not just about how we're what we need to put into our body. It's about how we think about things, how we relate to one another, how we relate to this planet, and so on. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, what is what does it mean at your company, New Chapter, specifically Procter and Gamble, generally? What does sustainability mean? You're director of sustainability. What's loaded in that word, sustainability?
Well, it's interesting. So I've been here at New Chapter for going on 11 years now, and we developed that title, sustainability, the sustainability department around that time. And looking back, or knowing what I know now, if I had to recreate our title and recreate our focus within the organization, I might not call it sustainability. I might call it, regenerative, director of regenerative practices or regenerative commitments. Sustainability is about making decisions to sustain in the future where we are, and that's not exactly what we do or we are tasked within the sustainability department here at New Chapter, because as you pointed out, maybe what we're doing today isn't exactly what we want to continue to keep doing. So for sustainability here at New Chapter, I mean, we are committed to organic ingredients. We are committed to non-GMO ingredients. We are a certified B Corp. Those are driving sustainability practices and mission for us. And that's about being transparent to our consumers. That's about, using ingredients that you can trust. And all of those practices hopefully will lead to, sustained growth of our raw materials. I mean, the interesting thing about people not caring about climate change is that, and especially in the health field, is we all rely and want high quality ingredients. But if we don't make choices like non-GMO and organic that sustain and protect our planet and its soils, we're going to be faced with a situation in the near future where
We'll be right back.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement, or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
The concept and the term for sustainability has found its way into the discourse, public discourse. And sustainability, when you look at the etymology of that word, it means, it's derived from Latin, it means to hold up from below, to hold up from below. And when you look at different dictionary definitions, you'll see that it means, they'll define it as generally this ability for a system of one sort or another to endure, to continue, in other words, to continue in action without experiencing or causing high risk or failure or collapse of the system. For example, growing organic crops, organic farming, is a sustainable system because the earth can endure, it continues to develop and grow within itself, right? What we mean by that. Clear cutting a forest is not sustainable because if you clear cut all the forest like they're doing in the Amazon, what's going to happen? Things are going to collapse. My guest is Sarah Newmark. She is, as it turns out, Director of Sustainability at New Chapter. I asked her what sustainability meant to her and what it means to New Chapter specifically and Procter & Gamble's more generally. And so you were talking about organic raw materials. Do you all still have grow some of your own raw materials?
No, and we never have grown our own raw materials. We source from all over the world, and we make a specific, our intention is to source ingredients where they've grown traditionally. So, like I said, we're located here in Vermont, and things like ginger don't really grow very well here. So we will source ginger from India, where it's traditionally been used for generations. Okay.
And you were mentioning non-GMO.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? How does that work its way into a conversation about sustainability, if you could explain?
Well, our mission here is to deliver the wisdom of nature, and we believe that nature got it right the first time. And so when we look for sourcing raw materials, we look for non-GMO materials because we don't believe that the practices of GMO agriculture is sustainable.
Some companies now are paying more attention to how they package their products. Mm-hmm. In the case of the natural products industry, how they package natural products, which could be supplements, whatever it might be, personal care products, whatever it may be. Is that something that's being thought about at New Chapter?
Oh, of course. I mean, if you actually look at like an analysis of where our impact is, it's shipping, and it's because of weight of bottles and materials going out of our door carries a huge part of our carbon footprint. And so yes, it's on top of our mind all of the time. How do we reduce and lighten our footprint through our packaging? So it is certainly something that we think about and talk about on at this point very frequently.
Mm-hmm. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number. If you have a question, a comment, an observation, something you'd like to share relative to this topic of sustainability. What does the company have in mind going forward about its mission regarding sustainability? If you're able to share that, I don't know. Sometimes.
Sure. Well, it's actually. We are a certified B Corporation now, and that is, basically a commitment for us to be transparent to all of our stakeholders, not only to be the best in the world, but the best for the world. And by becoming a certified B Corp, we assured to stay true to our mission and values. But one thing that B Corp does is every 2 years puts out an assessment that we are required to go through, and that really is a roadmap for sustainability for us here at New Chapter. What are the industry leaders saying are best practices? What is our community saying is best practices? And that is our commitment to sustainability and to our consumers and retailers to say we will be working with B Corp to make sure that we are staying on track with kind of industry standards of sustainability and being transparent about it in the process.
Mm-hmm. This is my observation and my opinion. You can certainly disagree. The natural products industry has in the past and is currently always tries to distinguish itself from the mass market, okay? And for good reason. And there are important differences between natural products industry and the mass market industry, if you want to call it that, okay? And from my vantage point, I think those differences are real and important, and we need to talk about those. On the other hand, there are some companies, I don't think it's the majority of companies in the natural products industry that are dialed into sustainability in a way, and I'm talking about sustainability in environmental terms, where an action that will be continued indefinitely will damage this plant. If they're not sustainable, if they're engaged in non-sustainable actions, they're damaging the planet. I see a lot of companies in the natural products industry. They're not talking about sustainability. They're not practicing sustainability. I think the industry as a whole, that should be one of its rallying calls or characteristics. It should be leading the charge on sustainability. Because oftentimes the mass market gets criticized, these big companies in mass market, that all they're interested in is making profit, and they don't care if the planet gets damaged or not in the process. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, I heard a great quote the other day that you can't have a healthy business on a sick planet, and I think that to your point, our industry is unique, and we have an opportunity to focus on this and differentiate ourselves. But I also think that we need to lead the way. What I wouldn't want to see is definitions of what sustainable means coming almost from anyone but us. I think that we as an industry are nimble. We as an industry have a consumer base that cares about these types of issues, and so it's up to us to define what's sustainable or what regenerative or what it means to have a healthy business on a healthy planet, and let others follow suit.
It's kind of ironic. It's called the natural products industry. But sometimes even that industry produces unnatural consequences for the planet, right? Sarah?
Well, we all do. I mean, business is inherently...
You see what I'm trying to do with you here, right? I know you're going to, you're saying, Dr. Garko, you're being a journalist now. You're trying to give me these trick questions. I'm not. When we come back, I'll give you a chance to respond to me.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Sarah Newmark, talking about I'm glad she wanted to come on to the show today to talk about this concept of sustainability. She happens to be Director of Sustainability at New Chapter up there in Brattleboro, Vermont. New Chapter is a great company. They've been around a long time. They have a relationship with Procter & Gamble, of course. They are a subsidiary of Procter & Gamble. And Procter & Gamble, as I mentioned earlier, is a global company. And it's easy for people to run around the planet and criticize and say, and go after this person or that company and this and that. It's darn hard to produce products and services and not pollute the planet. It's hard because there's always some side effect. But I went to Procter & Gamble's website, and they have a huge commitment to sustainability, which I think will probably filter down into New Chapter. Welcome back, Sarah. Procter & Gamble's talking about using 100% renewable and recycled materials for all products and packaging. That's a goal they have. Having zero consumer waste go to landfills. They're trying to achieve that. Powering plants with 100% renewable energy. I could go on, emitting zero carbon dioxide or toxic emissions. They have an ambitious program of sustainability. I give them a lot of credit for that. Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's been really fascinating is, over these past 4 years, just getting to know their programs and what commitments they have. We are a wholly owned subsidiary, but we really run and operate independently.
Mm-hmm.
They've given us the autonomy to, make our own commitments that we feel is best for our brand, and we like to say that we are trying for the best of both, the best of New Chapter and the best of Procter & Gamble. I feel really lucky that I get to interact with some of the members of the teams of the programs that you mentioned and learn from them, and
Sure.
and I hope to say that they would probably feel the same of learning about some of our initiatives.
Sure enough.
So I think that it is, the bigger the company, to your point, the bigger the impact, but also the bigger the opportunity to make significant change. So
Sure.
we can do a lot as New Chapter, and they can do a lot more as Procter & Gamble.
Yeah, what I was trying to do with you a moment ago was I wasn't trying to trap you into saying something bad about the natural products industry. I was trying to get to make a point that, it's a good industry. And it has it's made a great contribution to people and their health and to into the planet as well. But there's always room for improvement, and I think the industry could do better. I just think there's some room for improvement in their commitment to sustainability, not as a total industry. You get my point?
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that we've done a lot. I think that non-GMO is being talked about in a very big piece. Portion can be attributed to the natural products industry. The same can probably be said about organic as well, and I think that we all have a lot more to do. And I think that I do think that we all have room for improvement, and I would hope and urge the natural products industry to consider having a sustainability director in every company to make sure that we are making decisions for our future.
I don't know, I don't know how the industry. I guess there may be. You know more about it than I do. Is there some sort of governing board or a group of people that sort of represent the industry? Is there such an entity?
No, I mean, there's many different trade associations that represent certain sectors of the industry.
Okay.
But I would say that, for the most part, the ones that we're involved with do work together on some of these issues. There are differences of opinion or approach, but there are certain hot topics that each trade association or industry group is focusing on. And you do hear, we're mostly involved in ones that are specific to the supplement industry. But, for example, we're part of the Organic Trade Association, and there are some cross-industry trade associations that focus on these issues.
Mm-hmm. It's a giant industry, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's amazing to go. I've been, like I said, I've been here for 11 years, and I've been at the trade shows for the majority of that time, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every year, which is exciting. Which means that there's more people that are wanting products from the, in the natural product space, and it means that there's more focus on some of, organics or on non-GMO and some of these topics that I think that would meet the goals of what we would like to see from our future.
Do you remember the anniversary when you came into the? You remember what month?
I started in August. Yeah, this August will be 11 years.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because number 11 is relevant to this show too. 11 years, because next month, in the month of May, in the month of May, I think it was May the 5th, I came on the air. The show will be 11 years old. So,
well, happy.
We were pretty close. We were pretty close.
Happy to us, yeah.
Happy to us. 877-897-8255. We should have a birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, exactly.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to college in Indiana. I'm from the Midwest, so I went to Indiana University for my undergraduate.
What was your undergraduate degree in?
It was a whole host of different. It was telecommunications, but I had many different minors and certificates and things. Yeah.
You liked learning, huh?
I did, but and people ask me how my undergraduate career kind of led me to where I am, and I think that I started in the sustainability world before there were sustainability masters and departments, and for sustainability professionals, it's really about caring deeply about this work and knowing to ask what questions to ask and where the right people hold the knowledge to get the information. And I think that so it is about learning and having wanting to learn, but also being humble to this process and
Sure.
Knowing who to reach out to and to get the right people on board, because it is very important. It's very serious, but it also is very empowering.
Sure, and they're lucky to have you. Both New Chapter and it's P&G. I mean, to be affiliated, they're lucky to have you. And by the way, I should mention that Sarah is the chairperson of the board of the largest network of socially responsible businesses. It's called Vermont Business for Social Responsibility. So she's involved in the community. She's the New Chapter is community minded. Battleboro is their home. And they're sensitive to that, and they're very interconnected into that community. That's why I like that company. Thanks, Sarah, for coming on and for illuminating this topic and helping us to understand it better and understanding New Chapter's commitment to sustainability. We appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
We'll see you later. We'll be back. Neil Levin in the second hour, and we'll talk something about negative ions and anti-aging. We had a caller about that.
Opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
All right, welcome to the show. Great to be with you, and both my producers are here today, as they are every day. They're like firefighters. They're always on the job. Always here. Steven's behind the glass. Josh is on this side of the glass with me. And you're there. Neil's on the phone. David had called in earlier, a listener. David, if you're listening, call back because your question pertains to what Neil wants to talk about. That's why I asked Steven for you to, if you could, call back in the second portion of the show. Neil Levin will be my guest today. He's been a guest on this show for a long time. He's like the fire department too. Very reliable. Can always count on him to, or the pizza man, because he delivers. Maybe that's not the right metaphor for this show.
Sounded great to me.
Well, what's that one for Dunkin' Donuts? It's worth the trip.
Maybe not the trip to the hospital.
Well, make the trip to the show. Yeah. Let's go to David. David, welcome back. Thanks for waiting so that I could take your call because I knew it would pertain to what Neil wants to talk about. How you doing, David?
All right.
Good. So go ahead. Ask your question.
I heard that negative ions are supposed to be really good for you, not the positive ones, and that if you take a shower, you get a lot of negative ions, but who needs all the fluoride and chloramine? I do have a filter. But anyway, they say where can you get, now I heard SOD, that supplement has negative ions too. Is there any other supplements or any other gadget I could buy? They say if you get a gadget, you don't want one that creates the ozone.
Okay.
Just negative ions.
We try to make sense of this, and we'll bring Neil in on a conversation. Before I do, there's a lot of chatter and discussion about these negative ions. Ions are atoms that have either gained or lost an electrical charge. When an element, gains electrical charges, it becomes more negative. When it loses charges, it becomes more positive. Okay? So that's what ions are. And we're talking about valence electrons. For those of you who have have taken chemistry, you know what I'm talking about. Now then, that being said, so we know what they are. There has been, and I even found in some traditional sources like WebMD, for example, they had an article on negative ions, and they said the headline on their article was "Negative Ions Create Positive Vibes." And Neil wants to talk about how to create a better mood today, so this ties exactly in with what he wants to discuss. And they were saying in this WebMD article by Denise Mann, giving her attribution, that there's something in the air that just may boost your mood. She said, get a whiff of negative ions. Really? So these ions, of course, they're atoms. These are atomic in nature. Microscopic in nature. They're odorless, tasteless, they're invisible molecules. and you can inhale them in abundance when you're in certain kinds of environments, such as the mountains, waterfalls, beaches. And the argument or the theory is once they get into the bloodstream, these negative ions are believed to produce biochemical reactions that will increase levels of the mood chemical serotonin, which helps with moderating depression and stress and so on. So there's quite a bit of business discussion about these negative ions. So, it's not altogether without some recognition out there. Let me bring Neil in on the conversation, get his take on it, and then we'll address some of the concerns or points that David was raising. Neil, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. So, what do you think about?
Dr. Garko.
Thanks. What do you think about this negative ion business?
Well, there's actually some good evidence for that, and they've done studies where they look at generating negative ions, and it seems to improve mood. And in some cases, they've compared it to pharmaceuticals with positive results or similar results. So, there's definitely at least a grain of truth there. And as you're right, we had thunderstorms go through Chicago last night, and the negative ions not only make people feel better, but they make plants grow better. They fix nitrogen in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's interesting what broad effects these things have in nature. And, a lot of people like to go out and watch thunderstorms and feel the energy of the thunderstorm, but it's really about 90% of lightning strikes generate negative ions, and about 10% generate positive ions. And the negative ones, like I said, fix nitrogen, tend to improve mood. And what's also interesting is there are ion channels in our nervous systems.
Mm-hmm.
And what the neurotransmitters, the chemicals that transmit nerve signals from one cell to another, from one neuron to another, they actually activate either sodium or potassium channels.
Mm-hmm.
And the sodium channels tend to be excitatory or make the neurons fire more rapidly or more aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
And the potassium ones tend to make them tone down. They're called inhibitory neurotransmitters, which are considered relaxing.
If you know, do negative ions get produced when somebody's in love or intense romance?
Not unless there's some friction, and we won't go there.
Jesus. Wow. Okay, so now I was just wondering, because when people are in love, they are what? They feel pretty good, right? Maybe that's dopamine, or is it serotonin? I don't know. What's the love hormone? What's the love hormone?
It's probably oxytocin, which is the same one that, not Oxycontin, oxytocin.
Okay.
That's the one people get when they, nursing mothers get it, and their babies when they're nursing.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's a contact sport, feeling good hormone.
All right, good enough. So David had a question. He was talking about SOD and some other compounds that we might find in supplements. Are there supplements, are there compounds that are found in supplements that will boost negative ion production?
Not to my knowledge. I think that's more of an electrical generating machine. It's like a fan type machine you put in your room, and it would generate negative ions. And
yeah. All right. So did that answer your question, David?
Yeah, I just heard SOD does it, but
I never heard that
what
before.
kind of machine can you buy?
They have negative ion machines. I don't know much about that. I really don't. But I know I've seen them on the internet, negative ion machines. I would check that thoroughly before I buy any machine. I would do my due diligence to make sure I'm not getting some, goofy product that doesn't work. Huh?
They say you want one that doesn't have an ozone, doesn't make ozone, but does make negative ions. They say Toyota Camry has a car that, why it's such a big seller, because they have it built into their Toyota Camry.
Okay, whatever. I mean, this is, yeah. I mean, I'm open-minded. I just don't know much about the machine, the technology associated with the production of negative ions. I admit it. Maybe I should know more.
Thanks a lot, then.
But nevertheless, I thought we got to your question pretty much, right? He's gone. Welcome back,
but
Neil.
You know what? Yeah, thanks. SOD, though, is an antioxidant. It's an enzyme in the body, so I don't know that it would generate negative ions.
Yeah. It's all about chemistry, man. I was listening to a professor at MIT, a chemistry professor, and he was giving a lecture to his students. It was a chemistry lecture, and he was talking about the importance of chemistry and the study of chemistry. And he was going on and on about it, why chemistry is so important, that it's the center of of science and whatnot. And he gets to the point where he says, chemistry, everything else compared to chemistry is nothing but stamp collecting. In other words, chemistry is the center of the universe.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com. YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Neil Levin is my guest. Neil is a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. He's the Nutrition Education Manager for Now Foods. And go to nowfoods.com. Interesting website. Lots of information there, lots of insight into the company and their products. Nowfoods.com. Do it now. Neil, welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, that was an interesting discussion, and it's interesting that the neurotransmitters actually change the negative ion amounts inside neurons, inside nerve cells. The inhibitory ones make them more negative ions inside the neurons, and the excitatory neurotransmitters make them more positively charged in there. And negatively charged is associated with a more calming effect.
Okay. This is all good. At 877-897-8255. Maybe there's some of you that have one of these negative ion generators or machines in your home. I don't know much about them. I don't know which brands are the better brands, which ones are hocus pocus, and which ones are really sound and good machines. That's an area that I just can't know everything, but I know a little bit about it. Good enough. So, the two things that people always ask me about. One, they'd like to have more energy. And two, they'd like somebody else they know to be in a better mood. They say, do you have some
enough energy to deal with that mood?
They say, do you have something I can give to my husband? Because he's in a bad mood.
And then the husbands have something they want to give to their wives, but we won't talk about it.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's concerned about everybody else, but they never ask me and say, I want to be in a better mood. It's always somebody else that they want to. So we can alter our moods. I know we can do that with alcohol. We can do it with drugs. We can do it a lot of different ways, on a roller coaster, whatever. But we can also use supplements to alter the mood too, can't we?
Sure, and people are well aware of comfort foods and chocolate and those kind of things for altering mood. Specific supplements can have effects as well. And one of the important pathways is the serotonin pathway. Serotonin's inhibitory or relaxing neurotransmitter. It's very intimately involved in emotion, mood. Too little serotonin is associated with being depressed, anger control, OCD, even suicide. Too little increases our appetite for carbohydrates and interferes with our sleep. And it's also been associated with migraines, irritable bowel syndrome, and fibromyalgia. And when we're looking at serotonin, you've probably heard of the SSRI drugs, which are designed to prevent the serotonin in the body from being reabsorbed, from being metabolized. So it protects the serotonin levels in the body, with a drug. You can do that by taking specific nutrients such as tryptophan, 5-HTP, or even melatonin will spare some of that.
There's always a little bit of confusion between dopamine and serotonin. Are you able to make the distinction between the two? Because dopamine makes a person feel good, doesn't it?
It does. That's more associated with the reward system in the brain. So when you're looking at the drugs that are abused, the opioids, for example, that are so much in the news today, alcohol, cocaine, we're looking at them increasing the levels of dopamine. And when we're looking at schizophrenia, we're looking at excessive amounts of dopamine. So they're using dopamine blocking drugs for schizophrenics.
I see.
Too little is related to Parkinson's disease, where you get the muscle tremors.
Yeah, Parkinson's disease. What about attention deficit hyperactivity disorder too, right?
Not so much the dopamine. That would be, you probably get that more from some of the other neurotransmitters.
Yeah, I came across an article. They were talking about that, and they mentioned depression being associated with low dopamine levels. They mentioned ADHD. They mentioned bipolar mania being associated with high dopamine levels, and so on. But nevertheless, it certainly makes you feel good. But serotonin also makes you feel good too, right?
Right, because that's more your mood and less your reward mechanisms.
And they're both neurotransmitters.
Yeah, they both are, yeah.
Okay.
Both inhibitory neurotransmitters.
Inhibitory, explain that. Inhibitory transmitter.
They turn down the dial on the nerve signals, so they're not overexpressing.
Both of them do?
Yes, in different ways.
877-897-8255. You're listening to my guest, Neil Levin, Nutrition Education Manager for Now Foods. There have been a number of books written, and some of them are classic. Food and Mood, that connection. And, of course, supplements are food in a different form, I would presume, unless they're synthetic. But nevertheless, you get the point. And it is about chemistry here. It is about the chemistry. That professor, that MIT professor that I was referring to, that said everything else compared to chemistry is stamp collecting. When it comes to, in other words, chemistry is the center of the universe and of everything. Well, he makes it, he's being ironic, but he makes a good point. And it is a mood and food and supplements. They're all, that's what we're talking about.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Neil Levin, Nutrition Education Manager for Now Foods. Please visit their website, nowfoods.com. Are you on Facebook?
Me?
No, the
The company is on Facebook, Now Foods Official, and I'm on Facebook at Honest Nutrition.
As opposed to Dishonest Nutrition?
Sure, there's a lot of that.
Give me an example.
Well, people who say that magnesium stearate is harmful based on test tube studies and ignore the human studies. There's a lot of that kind of thing going on.
Honest Nutrition. That's an interesting idea, Neil. So Now Foods does have a Facebook page. Go to their page and like the page. They'll like you back. And then you can get dialed into the company and see what the goings-on are. You know, you have promotions and things like that you will put on Facebook.
Yeah, and if you go to nowfoods.com, there's a little box at the top you could click on just to go to the Facebook page too. Is another way.
Yeah, like their page. I don't think I've done that. But maybe we need to do that. I'll go to their Facebook page.
I've even done that.
Okay, and you work for the outfit. So you were mentioning in your. The reason why I like you so much as a guest because you're so good you're so prepared. You fill out the booking form that we send out. I mean, you're great, and I appreciate it. Believe me. You mentioned aminos, these amino acids, 5-HTP, GABA, glycine, L-theanine, L-tryptophan, and taurine. There's quite a few there. What is it about these amino acids that seems to affect mood here, right? These all have their own, I guess, unique mechanism of action, right?
Yeah, the body is using proteins and their constituents, amino acids, as building blocks to make many of them neurotransmitters. So when we're talking about affecting mood and nerve transmission and the rate of nerve transmission, which is part of what we're really talking about chemically speaking and biologically speaking, we're talking about neurotransmitters that are built out of these proteins, these amino acids.
I see.
And when you start taking specific amino acids, you start getting specific effects. And, you know, we've seen where people want to increase their serotonin under certain conditions, and they're taking the tryptophan metabolite, 5-HTP, or even melatonin, which is actually made from serotonin, but spares serotonin, so you have more serotonin, and helps regulate timing of things in the body, not just in the brain and sleeping, but what's happening in the GI tract and the digestion, repair, protection of the gastric lining, preventing leaky gut. You know, a lot of these things are happening because of the timing of what's happening in the body.
Sure.
And neurotransmitters are part of that carefully orchestrated symphony of what happens to us during the day, during the night, when our body does what?
Sleep.
Yeah.
So, and regenerate and so on. The amino acids, for those of you nutritionally speaking, are the building blocks of proteins, and they tell the genes which ones to put into the proteins and so on and so on. But they also, I came across looking at amino acids as building blocks for neurotransmitters, which Neil was mentioning. Taurine, tryptophan, tyrosine are three amino acids that begin with the letter T, by the way. So that's a good way to remember them. And they said in the article, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins for sure, but they're also the building blocks for neurotransmitters. The one that doesn't start with the letter T is GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. What is GABA?
Well, GABA is something that slows down the nervous signals. And GABA is a relaxing neurotransmitter. It's made from the amino acid glutamic acid. And you make L-glutamate and other neurotransmitters are made from that. But you've got other aminos that are similar. L-theanine from green tea is very chemically similar to glutamic acid and works on the same pathways but turning down the signaling. So they've actually used L-theanine to people who are taking high doses of caffeine, and they're not getting the side effects from the caffeine they would normally get. It tones down those side effects because it's turning down the nervous signaling.
Huh. Yeah, in fact, I've often said to people to take, for example, GABA when they drink coffee, right? It seems to moderate. Right. It seems to moderate the effects of the. You still get the boost, but you don't get some of those more unwanted side effects.
And while theanine seems to have the best studies on that regard, the more popular amino acid is taurine, which you'll see in Red Bull, for example, and a lot of those energy drinks.
Why do they do that? Why do they do that?
They're adding it to counter the potential side effects of the caffeine, so it's not as bad. And I've seen misguided senators in Washington wanting to regulate energy drinks containing taurine as if taurine was the culprit, when the culprit is actually caffeine.
Taurine is trying, in fact, moderate the effects, the side effects, the more negative side effects of caffeine, right?
Yeah, and actually make it safer.
You still get the bump, but it's you get a raise in mood, but there's no turbulence. You're flying in nice, clean, non-turbulent air, so to speak. It's a smoother ride, right?
Right, in terms of mood and heart effects, cardiovascular effects, and things, it's safer.
What's the difference? I hear the term pharma-GABA. What's the difference between GABA and pharma-GABA?
Well, I've actually gone and spoken to the producers of pharma-GABA and the regular GABA. There is no difference. The difference that's claimed by the Japanese producer of that is that it's produced without toxic compounds. It's not synthesized with toxic compounds that could leave residue in the final product. They're not claiming any difference in efficacy between a regular GABA and the pharma-GABA.
Did they use some probiotic?
Cleaner. What's that?
Did they use some sort of microorganism or probiotic or something with pharma-GABA?
It's a fermentation or a food extraction. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, all these.
They work the same. It's just sometimes they can produce it with toxic compounds, sometimes not. So obviously we're not going to buy the stuff with toxic compounds.
Clearly. We come back, we'll talk about some herbs that will affect your mood, and then some essential oils, and then I'll have the LTN Health question of the day. $25 gift card, right answer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace, now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show today, I was reporting on a new report out of the University of Michigan entitled Michigan Climate and Health Profile Report 2015, Building Resilience Against Climate Effects on Michigan's Health, close quote. And in this report, they were talking about, relative to Michigan now, certain climate trends and projections for the next decades in Michigan. And in the report, they identified, relative to changing climate conditions, they identified some particular areas of concern for Michigan residents. Which of the following was cited in the report as concerns for Michigan residents? A, respiratory diseases associated with climate change, heat-related diseases, C, waterborne diseases, D, carbon monoxide poisoning and weather-related injuries, or E, all of the above. Which of the following were identified as health topics of concern for Michigan residents in the coming decades due to climate change? A, respiratory diseases, B, heat-related diseases, C, waterborne diseases, D, carbon monoxide poisoning and weather-related injuries, or E, all of the above. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Right answer, $25 supplement gift card. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Tom has a question about anxiety.
Yes.
Hi.
I wanted to know if there's anything that can help with anxiety.
Sure. This is fits right into the theme. Go ahead, Neil.
Well, you could try some of the amino acids. One caution is if you're on a medication, there could be an interaction with some of these. For example, the herb St. John's wort, which has been shown to be more effective than placebo and as effective as several classes of pharmaceuticals, can interfere with the metabolism and the breakdown of certain medications.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a potential for side effects if you're mixing it with a medication. Same with these amino acids. If you're doing an SSRI, which is designed to prevent the reuptake, the breakdown of serotonin, and you take amino acids that enhance serotonin, you're counteracting the effect of the drug. So you have to always use caution and let your doctor know if you're on a medication, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, the ideal time is before you're on a medication and you want to try some of these calming agents. You can try the teas, chamomile tea and various things like that, valerian herb, whether it's a tea or a capsule or tincture.
What about lavender?
Lavender as an essential oil and chamomile as an essential oil are both considered very calming. The amino acids, we have, for example, GABA in chewables with theanine and taurine. So you're getting three of them together in a lozenge that's easy to administer. So,
yeah, it's by Now Foods, Tom, and they have GABA, theanine, and taurine in this chewable wafer-like tablet. So you might want to consider that. Anxiety, when people, usually stress and anxiety go together oftentimes. People get anxious because they're under some sort of stressor or stressors in their life. So trying to figure out what the stressors are and trying to manage the stressors is also advisable and something to consider. I don't know if we answered your
huge problem.
I don't know if we answered your question or not.
I'm on Ativan, but I'm stopping it. So how long after I stop the medication should I wait, until I start taking some of the natural ones?
Well, stopping medication is something you have to work out with your physician, and there's always some residual in your body for, I don't know what the half-life of that particular drug is, but typically days, if not weeks, where there's going to be some residual effect from that medication.
And I second what Neil's saying. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Neil. I apologize. But I just want to make this point. Never stop taking a medication until and when you speak with your physician.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah. I mean, people have a right to stop taking it, but you got to let your doctor know what you're doing so that, doctor can treat you properly and with treatment, medical treatment, and so on. That's critical. Sometimes people will stop taking the meds and not tell their doctor. Drives the doctors crazy.
Okay, thank you very much. You answered my question.
Yeah, and these chamomile tea is very calming, especially in the evening. During the daytime, gamma aminobutyric acid is very good to take, and it doesn't create a lethargic or logy feeling. You're still alert. You don't feel sleepy or anything like that. So you have to sort of experiment, and of course we can't diagnose and treat. That's against the law. It can only suggest to you and tell you what the literature says and how they talk and how it talks about it. You can go to a website called pubmed.org or .gov, pubmed.gov, and that's a research site, and you can type in some of these compounds that we mentioned, and then type in anxiety, and you'll see studies that will come up, and you can read the abstract, or sometimes they offer free studies, and you can read for yourself what kinds of effects these particular compounds have. That's pubmed.gov. Let's go to Doylestown. Frank, which of the following should be of concern to Michigan residents in the future because of climate change, according to this new report out of the University of Michigan? Respiratory diseases, heat-related diseases, waterborne diseases, carbon monoxide poisoning, and weather-related injuries, or all of the above?
All the above.
Yeah, it's a big concern. I mentioned today that telling people what the effects of climate change, not so effective and persuasive in getting them to even accept it. The most effective thing that gets people to believe in it or not believe in it is politics. Imagine that. Congratulations, $25 supplement gift card, Frank. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. Neil, thank you for being on. Always great to have you on. Always learn something. Now Foods. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.